Shifting focus to India, voting has started for the first phase of assembly elections in India's union territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Of course, voting has been on for a few hours now. The union territory is witnessing assembly elections after a period of 10 years. Polling is being held in 24 assembly constituencies. 219 candidates across political parties are contesting in this first phase of the election in 7 districts of the Union Territory. More than 2.3 million voters are eligible to exercise their electoral franchise during the first phase. And this includes 566,000 youth voters. Key constituencies of the valley have more than 3,200 polling stations, which have been set up ahead of the landmark elections. Phase 1 alone will see the deployment of more than 14,000 polling officials. Of course, security is a key concern here. Meanwhile, a 3-tier security system has been put in place across the Union Territory, guarding each and every polling booth. There are special polling booths with extra security in areas close to the line of control and international border of India. Now, the results of the 3-phase assembly elections, phase 1 of which is being held today, will be declared on the 8th of October. The polls are a first since Jammu and Kashmir's special status was revoked, Article 370. With a diversified political landscape that will witness over 40% of candidates contesting as independents, the polls are critical to the valley's stability and security. All right, our special correspondent Idris Lone joins us live from Kulgam this time. Idris, we've been speaking to you through the day since the morning. Of course, you were in Anantnag and, were bringing us the latest from there in Kulgam. Give us the latest. I still see a lot of people behind you. As I saw in the earlier booth that you were reporting from, give us a sense of what's happening through the course of the day till now.
Well, exactly, Shivan. Right now also we are in Kulgam, where we've seen huge number of people out to cast their votes. Let me give you a brief about the Kulgam constituency, where there is a direct fight between the India Alliance partners, which is the National Conference Congress, and the CPIM. There is a candidate from the CPIM, Muhammad Yusuf Tarigami, who will be in direct contest with the Jamaat-e-Islami candidate. There is a fight between these two because Jamaat has gained ground in the last few months after they announced that they'll be fighting the elections, although Jamaat-Islami stands banned. But despite that, they have fielded their candidates as independents, and there's a direct fight in this constituency between the Jamaat candidate with the CPIM candidate. So it becomes a very interesting seat here, where after around 4 decades, what we are seeing is that Jamaat finally participating in the elections, which they used to boycott previously in the last 3-4 decades. They have been boycotting the elections and asking people to stay away from it. But this time, they have not only become a part of the electoral politics, but they have also fielded candidates despite the government ban on the Jamaat-e-Islamiya outfit. What is interesting also is that Engineer Rashid, who has come out of the jail recently, has also forged an alliance with the Jamaat members, and wherever they have fielded candidates at both the constituencies, there will be a friendly contest between those candidates. But this seat is a very interesting seat because the India Alliance pushing for the CPIM candidate here, while as the Jamaat and Engineer Rashid's AIP fighting together. So these two candidates are the strongest, and it's to be seen who the people actually support on the ground.
Idris, as far as what is tipping the voters' call for which side they want to vote, of course, where you are at the moment, it's a tight race between the CPIM and the Jamaat. But then give us a sense of what the voters are expecting from whoever they are going to be pitching for at this point.
Well, we've spoken to a lot of voters on the ground, and all of them have been basically talking about the basic things which is related to the development. Although a lot of them also speak about what has been done in the Kashmir Valley after the abrogation of Article 370. Some of them happy with it, and some of them not really happy with the decision that was taken by the central government. So it is the first election that is taking place in Jammu and Kashmir in the last 10 years, and especially after the abrogation of Article 370. And it will be an actual litmus test for BJP as well, because they are yet to open their innings in this, especially the Kashmir Valley. They have not won a seat so far in the Kashmir Valley, and it remains their dream to actually win a seat in the valley as well. And with regard to the demands and the aspirations of people, most of the people have been talking about development and especially unemployment. Wherever we have gone, the youngsters who are voting for the first time also are talking about unemployment.
Absolutely, Idris, and I do see a lot of youngsters standing behind you in the queue, and the women are there in equal measure, which is definitely heartening to see. Of course, first assembly elections in 10 years, and the numbers are there to prove it, that the people really want to see a government in place at this point. Thank you so much for getting us the latest, Idris. We'll, of course, be tracking this closely with you on ground.